Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. We are at the Tokyo Expressway license test in the standard licenses International A2. This is consecutive corners expert 1, and by X does it call for you to be an expert. It's the Tokyo Expressway, as we've said, in Diablo GT. So confessions are where confessions are. We can see that we've already got a time here, 23,967. I started this video around about 40 minutes ago and only realised 40 minutes in that my microphone wasn't working. What you're probably going to experience now, just as I'm double checking, is that my microphone is probably impressively too loud, and I'm going to turn it down a smidge just so we have some voice balance and it doesn't go into the red. But I didn't have any audio, so what you're going to see, edited video, is a couple of runs through with my, well, I'm going to do a voiceover effectively, and then we'll go from there. But what we'll see here is, or what we can talk about here, is the fact that we've already made inroads, but Mad Max top of the tree, Big Popper second, Space Cow third, Triple fourth, Randy sixth, 420, 23, 972. Then we've got 420 there with a 23, 974. What I'm trying to emphasise is look how close that is. All in the nines. One guy in the 23.8s, then all the way down at 10th place is a 24.028. You'll see from the video it took us around about 15 minutes, 20 minutes to get to where we are here. And then we'll resume the audio commentary with me doing whatever. I'll probably just fuzz my face out so you can't see me talking. And we'll go from there. But we're going to carry on now. And we will dive straight in. So first off, we're going to do what we miss, and that's just talk about the assists. It's going to be traction control 1, default OBS counter steer assistance on strong, and controller settings will be force feedback max torque 8, force feedback sensitivity 6. As always, we might have some little ghost settings as well, but let's start with the runs, and as we go in, we're going to accelerate down, looking to brake on approximately the 200. Let's see if we can push it a little bit. 150 we got to. Yeah, that's well too fast. Oof. Let's give it another shot. Let's see where we go. Looking at the 200. Let's see if I can get that, or whether I've not clocked that it's actually 200 we need to brake on. 200. Yep, we brake past the 200. Yeah, absolute fail. Changing down, crashing doesn't actually help us. Let's try it again. Third time lucky. See if we can get through to the finish. So, charging up the straight as we crest, braking before the 200, down to 3, down to 2. Let's try and hug those apexes. We push out really wide onto the dirty stuff, onto the marbles, get the car coming around the corner. You feel it start to push, you feel the back end go off towards the wall. Oh, we managed to carry that just. Charge towards the line. There we go, 24.849 starts the day. Gold on the first run to the finish. Could be worse. It could have taken us a little half an hour to get there, and after having no audio as well, it takes a little bit of time. We go through a few more incidents as we come running through, and then as always, if you get to see the start of a run, you actually see better. But no, we're just having nightmares. Here we go, this one this time. Let's see where we can go. Our personal best is a 24.107. We've got a fair whack to catch that. Into the corner, following that ghost, try and trail it. All we have to do is finish within 0.9. That's what our ghost setting is. If we can get as close as we can, look at that ghost just brush off that wall there. Charge toward the line. We're going to take a chunk out of it this time, a 24.433. And again, start the video. You know when you see it from the start like that they're just consecutive runs, there's no cuts. As we come into this one, braking on the 200, using the curb on the left-hand side to try and get the car to turn. We actually missed that inside apex, but the ghost that we set last time is actually running fairly wide, so we should be able to catch up on that quite significantly. Keep away from the wall, but the back end just slips. Charging through the line of 24.157. Sees us somewhere progressing towards the friends list, but not quite so lucky. Straight into the next run. Charge up, looking for the 200. Keep the car to the left. Use that curb in to start the car turning. Try and cut that curb. We're not really getting close enough there yet. We're pushing nice and tight there though. See if we can get an early change to third. We don't. We push it in second. Change third coming out the corner. We might gain on the Ghost purely because it slid. And we do a 24.046. Where does that take us to? Let's take a look at the friends list and see what we've got. So we'll talk our way through the run first. We just did that, didn't we? So coming down to the line, through the line, up to the crest of the hill. As soon as we've crest over the top, onto the brakes, slow the car down, try to get into that apex. We'll spend a lot of time later doing that. Round the corner, the car goes straight under acceleration, which is probably the best way for it to go, but there's a lot of corners and a lot of accelerating. You need a lot of throttle balance. We actually keep well away from the wall there, but charge to the finish line. 24.046 sees us into 10th place on the friends list. Not a bad return. Let's keep pushing. We've got a little way to go yet. We're into that last 10th and a half to get anywhere near the top. And as you can see, there's plenty of attempts. You just keep pushing and pushing too hard. Accidents at different places, brushing that wall. We brush it so many times. Starting not really trusting the car. Here we go, here's another one from the start. It tells us what's going to happen. Braking on the 200. You stay to the left as long as possible. We just avoid that curb, and I think we need to brush that more. But we're cutting each corner effectively. Up into third to try and stop the slide. There it is. It checks the car up. We run to the line. 24.003. We don't need to check the friends list yet. Let's keep going. 200. You know the score now if you're watching it and you're trying to get this test as well. You know where the breaking point is. It's just on the 200. We cut the apex. Cut the apex again. Into third as we cross the apex of the fourth corner. Charge towards the line. A sub 23. A sub 24. 23.967. That's got to bump us up the friends list somewhat. I'm sure it does. Here we go. Up into fourth place. We've just bumped Triple and Randy down. So here we are back with the standard commentary. We're at 23.967. And we've got no Ghost. Which will make this a challenge. So. Overcorrected again, coming out the corner. Don't trust the car. Don't trust the throttle. It slips at the front and the back. We rubbed the wall. Oh, an 896. The rub of the wall was all we needed. Where does that put us? Let's have a look at this one. We'll get to talk through this one because we haven't been able to the first ones. We're coming through the start finish now. Rising up the hill, we're going to brake on the 200. Going to hold the car to the left and we're just double change down from fourth to second just to try and get the car into the corner. Cut the red and white curbs on every corner. Try and cut as much as you possibly can and get on the gas as early as you can coming out of 3. Pull it to the left, hold it, try not to hit that wall. You can see we hit the wall, but it led us away with it. A 23.896 should deliver us to second place, and that is tremendously close. 896, I don't think it's going to allow us up there, is it? No, 23.889. Come on. Let's bring that Ghost in. Let's see if we can make any sort of difference. We have to be significantly closer to the ghost coming across the line, but we're going to use it to try and just improve our line. See how much better he was coming across that corner. And that's where he got quicker coming out of the corner. I don't know how the car sort of sucked against the wall there. Folks, that's where we're going to end it tonight at 23,896, challenging Mad Max's 23,880. Couldn't get there. I tried all sorts of things, but we're not going to do it. Mad Max just finishing there. He's in that top 10 stars, and I just can't find that extra little bit. But Big Popper, great effort there with the 23,929. The Space Cow's been in it for the last couple. So, as it is, folks, we'll see you there, and we'll see what comes out in the edit. All the best. Take care for now.